You're live.
We're live. Welcome. This is a Republican caucus on February 7th, 9/15, 2025. We just wanted to touch base today before we go and talk about or debate the Bennington one issue on the floor.
Let's remember this is a public caucus, so
Um,
we're live.
I do want to say yesterday was great. I think everyone did a great job. And I think it was a really good learning experience for people that have never seen this. And they you're going to see, and we'll do it again. There'll be another debate today. And I think the more we do it, the better we'll be, the more comfortable people might be to talk. So if you feel more comfortable about talking, come talk to us and we can help get you
Into the batting
order. We have a lineup today for people who are going to talk. And we're going to just hit a few points that we want. We know that this is a split decision. There were some Republicans that did vote for this. So please be mindful of that this is not going to be a caucus position on this because there were Republicans that did vote for this bill. So if I think we did a good job yesterday of, staying together and staying quiet, but I just wanted to also open it up. If you guys said the back of it.
Yeah, just, in all my years here, and Mary's been here longer than I have for sure. This is the first time I've actually seen a report come to the floor like this, where it's voted just one day. It's not like a resolution. It is debatable. We're going to call a roll call and, I appreciate, everybody's, opinion on this one, and, we'll get some information out there.
All right, and just to reiterate what Casey said, we're gonna hit all the main points. We've got a batting order for who's gonna speak. And we'll just make our points, wrap it up and roll call it and be out of there. So we should be good to go.
Now, I don't know if anyone in the committee, I don't know if they want to make if you guys want to say anything or not. Yeah.
I mean, actually speak on the floor.
No, it's in your.
Any input, right?
Oh, and just so you know, this is different than a normal bill that would come out. Just so you know, this is a report that's coming. We have the only jurisdiction of this report. So this doesn't go to the Senate. It doesn't go to the governor. It doesn't even go for a third read. Today is the final say. And what says today is going to be, that's it. We're not going to have another. And there's a whole other process for doing a different type of amendment on it. So we're not even going to talk about that. So this is just a different process of it. So it's going to be something that I've never seen in my 7 years. This is something new. I don't think we've dealt with this since what, 83?
83 was the last one.
So this is something that you're going to experience, something that's new. It's going to be kind of exciting. VL, did you want to just say something quick?
Well, I know how I voted in committee. Okay. And I hadn't had any input from any of my constituents up until after that vote. Last night I received one. This morning, sitting here checking my emails on my phone, I have 19 others. Explaining their thoughts on it. All of them fully related, telling me to look forward.
To do what?
Will revote. That gives me 20 of my constituents that finally weighed in. Which, to me, is a number enough to look toward a revote based on the people I represent and what they've said to me.
And that's fair. People won't get it until they see that it came out. They don't know they might not know the process to know. And we're going to call the force. I saw a couple of hands. So you might get stuff after the fact. You'll hear from your constituents, and that's okay because they get it they're hearing from the news.
Well, just to let people know, the Secretary of State didn't know the actual process for a number of months as well.
Could I say two key points,
yes,
Casey?
yes.
So 2 key points for me in this. The Secretary of State did come in the other day and testify again that she was changing her position on what she originally said. What Lisa Hango and I both said to her, though, in different ways. Look, however, when you came out less than 48 hours after that election, or within roughly 48 hours, and said that you would revote the whole district, that set the stage for a lot of people to have the mindset that this thing's going to get is being recommended to get revoted. And so I said, unfortunately, you can't backpedal from that. That was said. You know, and she goes, well, for that, I apologize. I go, that's great. But now you coming in and saying you feel differently. I don't know what or why, but she did. I mean, I have theories, but that doesn't matter here. But, so, and then the second piece, I don't know if you all heard me say it the other day, for me, in it, the, Ledge Council, when they came in and testified at committee, said the definition of a voter being disenfranchised, but I think the word is it enfranchised or franchised? I don't know what it would be on the other side of it. In other words, being met was to have the fact that you were able to vote. And I said, well, that would be kind of like getting a presidential ballot and you could vote for the Venezuelan president or the US president, or the wrong one. So, I mean, that to me still says those 55, 56 people, I feel personally, I'd have to respectfully disagree with Ledge Council that they were disenfranchised and they did not get their day in court to vote their vote. So that's where Michael Morgan stood. And I'm not trying to sway anybody, but that's where I'm coming from on it.
All right, thanks. So we have like 2
to get
minutes
to the floor.
to get to the floor. I saw 3 hands. I'm going to call them as I saw them. Rob, then Tom, then Joe.
Just a quick question, is it going in the same batting orders when you speak or done?
Yeah, so usually when, if Mark or I speaks, it's just signals, it's a good signal to both our party and their party that, because there might be some comments, and we saw that yesterday, there could be comments that want to get us into wanting to respond, but we've said our piece, so, Tom.
Yeah, this is kind of for everybody that I know BJ is struggling right now and
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
what's that?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hear you struggling right now on what to do on your vote on the floor. And for everybody, because you're gonna come on to this at some point anyway, is you vote one way in committee and then all of a sudden you hear from a bunch of constituents. It's okay to change your vote. But you need to go to your chair and tell them what's going on. Otherwise, your word is what you have in here, and right now your word is what you did in committee, but it can be remedied. So, again, anybody at any time, go to your chairs and make sure they know what's going on.
Joe.
To let the current scenario stand, it's not just the 55 voters, it's every voter in that district. Oh, may or may not have counted. So I mean, I would think that our public policy is that your vote counts most of the time, which is what this would be for the way it is.
And one last thing before we adjourn here. Just remember, if we do, you can do a vote explanation. You saw how that happens at the end. If there's a roll call, you just ask, you say yay or nay, and you say, and I ask that.
I could
With
explain
explanation.
Yeah, with an explanation, excuse me. Those should be short. I'm not saying anyone did, but 2 to 3 sentences long, and to the point, and you have to write it down and hand it to the, I don't know if we brought that up yet.
Check with your mentors on that.
It's also.
There is little pink
right at
slips.
The front, that people want right down. There.
good, all right, thanks everyone.
Good.
Good.